office. We're waiting till we get Mr. Wilson on board.
Mr. Bear.
Here's Mr. Jody.
Aha, made it just in time.
Guy was taking his truck for a walk on 34.
Would you please call Mr. Wilson to get him on your phone, please? Somebody in mine's not going to cooperate.
And we have a charger.
Are you on, Dave?
We're gonna run out. Juice, taking as long as we can get.
I'll ask
it.
All right. And we've got Angie on the line here.
Okay.
What do you want, Ryan?
Are you online, dear?
We're gonna redo this over again.
We can.
I didn't have the microphone going, so we'll do it over. I called this meeting to order, the Entry County Board of Education meeting on Friday, June 30th at 1 p.m. at the county office.
You're in the board.
Meeting, the purpose of the meeting is to conduct business of the county school system. We're waiting for Mr. Jeremy Wilson.
She's on.
He's on.
Remember, he's on the line. Good afternoon, Jeremy. Glad to have you. I'll ask our incoming superintendent, Mr. Frank Barnett, to lead us in the pledge today.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. At this time, I'm going to ask our executive secretary, Robin, to swear in Mr. Barnett. He will take the oath of office now, but
He's up here.
his term won't actually begin until 12:01 tonight. Superintendent Earling will still be in charge until midnight. So, Mr. Barnett, if you would meet up here and your wife could meet up here with you and you all take the pledge.
She looks happy
Oh,
about
gee.
it.
Yeah,
She gets him
there's always a
here.
good woman behind every good man.
Here, Tab, you get him here. Thank you.
Do solemnly affirm
I, Frank Barnett, do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of West Virginia,
and will execute and perform the duties of the superintendent of Lincoln County Schools
and will execute and perform the duties of superintendent of Lincoln County Schools
to the best of my skill and ability.
to the best of my skill and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Barnett, again, I'm going to do like that with you. All right, glad to have Mr. Barnett on board as effective midnight tonight. And this board, I think I can speak on behalf of all of them, say that we're excited and looking forward to what lies ahead. This is a goal-oriented board, and from talking with Mr. Barnett, he's a goal-oriented individual. And we've got great things ahead of us. I am absolutely positive of that. So with that, we'll begin to conduct the board's business for today. We have no public comment. No one signed up for that. Under Roman numeral 3, I ask for a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the meeting of June 22nd.
I'll make that motion.
Burns,
Second.
the Story. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Takes us to the administrative portion of the meeting. Is there any discussion on any of the items?
Yes, I think we need to get some clarification on Steve. And perhaps some of B, I don't know for sure. We just contracted to have our 10 social workers paid for by referrals. And I think that some of those referrals would be a contrast to some of the services that we're receiving now.
I asked Mr. Barnett to be prepared to speak to that. So I'll let him.
This one is a different animal. This is with
Okay.
developmental therapy.
Okay.
And these folks provide services to our students who have autism or our, family services. With them, it's, they provide like professional, or they provide physical therapy, occupational therapy to our students with special needs. So it's a different area for both of those items.
Thank you.
It's not related to social work at
Right.
all. Right, okay. Any discussion on any other items? I know the young lady from Step by Step is here, and we have no problems with that, but I'd like to know what Step by Step is. Could you explain that to us?
We help you.
Just come on up to the podium if you don't mind. I hate to put you on the spot, but I was just curious after you said that.
I get Tiffany for it. We help any of the families that need help, kind of like how the community contacts in the schools do, but we can go one step further. If a kid is not in school yet, because community contacts can help school age kids, we can help the ones that are not in school yet. We can help their families like the Grand Family Program does. If they need help with utilities, food, that's where we come in. We are doing the summer program for kids pre-K through 12th grade. They get 2 meals a day. We have STEM projects, activities, hands-on stuff all summer long. And then that's going to carry into hopefully the fall for after school, and it'll just keep rolling over.
Okay, thank you. I recognize your face, but I don't, the name's not coming to me.
Could I ask you something? Do
What's
you,
your name?
Melissa Pomeroy. I used to be
Melissa Pomeroy.
You know me as Sigmund.
Yes.
Melissa, do you all take referrals from the principals?
Yes.
Is that your standard way to do it? And
Principals,
teachers do that too?
principals, teachers, any staff member or DHHR.
Yeah.
It-
Do you all
anyone.
go out to the schools sometimes and on their planning days or days that they're doing in-service and do it for the whole staff?
I can do it for any of them. I can go, like right now, I'm mainly Duval and Midway's Vista since it's the northern part of Lincoln, but I can go to any school that needed it.
Maybe we could do that, Mr. Barnett, let all of our principals know that she would, give her number and her name and what they do, and let her come and speak to the entire faculty so that they know the kids better than anybody, those classroom teachers. And if they know somebody has a need, then they can refer that to you all. So I'd like to
Absolutely.
see us do that.
If you just make sure Robin has your contact information.
Okay. Melissa, thanks. I
Thank you.
appreciate the fact that you came here to be ready if we had any questions.
Yeah.
Bowling is the one at Big Ugly Community Center. She does
Okay.
parks, Guy Valley, all that. So we have 2 in Lincoln.
Okay.
Are you all
So I
thinking about-
apologize. I will remember your name the next time.
You're thinking about picking up the other schools, though, the other elementaries?
The goal is to have a visit in every Lincoln County school.
Are you all going to go, when school starts, you're gonna contact the principals of each of those schools?
Most of them already know me because I've contacted them
Good.
last year.
Good, because I know they'll be interested for the kids.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
thank you. Any other discussion? If not, I ask for a motion and a second to approve administrative items.
So moved.
Story motion,
Second.
Snyder seconds. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? And we have unanimous passage. Brings us to item 5 on finance. I'm sure we probably have some discussion. Were you going to brief us, Mr. Austin or Mr. Lucas, or? I mean, I don't have any questions, but
Have the notes.
Yeah,
You have the totals?
yeah,
I don't really need to brief you on anything. We're just wrapping up paying the invoices for the fiscal year and, some budget supplements and transfers that we have to get submitted to the state.
okay.
That's what's on there. If you have other finance related questions, I don't care, come up and speak to them.
And all these blank items are actually on here. the
Yeah,
total.
they're in your attachments.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like this every year. We work up basically till the last minute to try to get everything processed that we can. So
We appreciate the work you do.
And there is an item D on there. It's just to approve the monthly financial statements for March, April, May, and May attached.
Any other discussion? Not, I'll ask for a motion and a second to approve the finance items.
Your turn, Dana.
So moved.
oh,
Snyder motions. Burns seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None, it's unanimous. Which brings us to personnel. The blue sheet is your personnel. Any discussion on personnel? If not, I'll ask for a motion in a second to approve the personnel items.
I'll move.
Burns moves,
Second.
Wilson
Wilson.
seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None, unanimous. Bring us down to an employee discipline, which will be an executive session. Before we do that, let's switch down to the comments and concerns. We were going to discuss the attendance incentive. Are we prepared to do that?
For employees or students? I mean.
Employees.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I hate to keep postponing this, but let's absolutely make this a priority to do this on the July sixth
Yeah.
meeting. We will stay as long as it takes to
Work through
either
it.
go up or down on this particular item.
But by that time, honestly, all these figures will be in place and you'll have.
And we'll know
better
what's
understanding
what.
of the finances.
Yes,
Okay,
I think that'll be better.
so we'll table the attendance incentive. Anybody got any other concerns?
I don't have a concern, got a comment, you haven't been by the new ball field up there. It's gonna be impressive.
Oh, at the high school?
Yeah,
Tracks around now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
we,
nice, looks
they
good.
put down the blacktop for the track and, it looks huge.
It does,
Uh,
it does.
if we could just get some more money to finish this thing, but I don't want to mislead the public. There's just no way we're going to have bleachers and concession stands and
Not this year.
dressing rooms ready by the time football season starts. And we may not even have lights in by that time. We don't know, but it's a work in progress and you have to start somewhere. And, I saw on social media that social media people were saying, well, they're taking the money from Duval project and putting it on our ball field.
No,
That's two separate funds. It's not connected in any way. And, so,
Nor would
that's
we,
progress.
nor would we.
so,
We'll. Any other? If not, I'll, ask for a motion in a second to enter into executive session at, 1:15 PM.
So moved.
I'll second.
Snyder motions, Burns seconds, and we will adjourn the open meeting and move into executive session. So thank you all for coming.
You all are just lucky I didn't ask to have my name added to the.
all this, reconvening of our meeting back from executive session. During that time, we, met in executive session and took no votes and no decisions were made. We have ratification of service employees on the agenda. Do I have a motion and a second to ratify the one-day suspension?
Who did the motion and second to come back to?
I'm sorry?
Who did the motion
I
and
did the
second?
motion.
And I seconded,
She did the second to come back into.
and we all
At
voted.
1:28. All right, we have a motion second to, do we have a motion and a second to ratify the
So moved.
one-day
So
suspension?
moved. Jeremy Wilson.
The story,
Jeremy
Wilson,
I'll second.
Snyder. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. And the employee's name is Pam Staley. Stanley, pardon me, Pam Stanley. All right, the second item, I need a motion and a second to ratify the previously imposed 3-day suspension of a service employee.
So moved.
Pistori,
And I will second it.
Burns. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? None, and the service employee's name is Michael Smith. All right, that concludes all the business we have on our agenda for today. Do I have a motion and a second to adjourn until July 6th at 7 p.m.?
So moved.
So moved.
Snyder,
Second.
Pistori. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. It's unanimous. This meeting is.
Okay.
Okay,
See you, Andy.